Good evening, ladies. My name is Devika Khatri from Authentic Connection. I'm super excited to be hosting my very first Facebook Live, and I hope that I do deliver a good session. I feel excited, as I said, and I also feel a bit nervous. So please have patience with me. If you're on my mailing list, you have been receiving newsletters about creating a vision for love, and how I mentioned to you that I've been married for 41 years, and when I got married, I had no idea what a relationship was, what love is all about, except that it's a feeling, and that feeling is what I will be talking about today. So welcome to my very first hi Giselle, hi Usha, nice of you both to join me today. Okay, so part of creating a vision for what you want in a relationship, so this applies to anyone who is already in a relationship and is having challenges, not feeling loved and having a rather unhealthy relationship, I would say. Or this is also for someone who has been in a relationship in the past and would like to go, has broken off from a previous relationship and is looking for a new partner. Also for someone who has never been in a relationship and is looking for a new partner. This also applies for people who are not interested in a relationship with a partner, but also applies to people who want to have loving relationship with their siblings, with their children, with their pets, with their friends. So love applies to all of us, and I'm quite sure you have seen Bishop Michael Curry's sermon at Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's wedding last month, and he spoke about love. He mentioned love 86 times in 14 minutes. So sometimes when people talk about love, we actually think, what is it? What does it mean? And we use our head basically to analyze. But love is a feeling, as I said. It's a doing thing. We have to take action to show our love. So as a human being, we all want love. We all want to be loved. So besides having a vision in what you want in a relationship, whether you already are in one or you want to be in one in future, there are also that we need to be aware of what we want and we don't want. Besides the love, we also want to be sure that things that happened didn't go well in the past, you don't want to have that in your relationship that you're looking for. Or things that's not working well now, you want to make some changes in your relationship. So you want to have do's and don'ts. I don't want to have this and I want to have that in a relationship. What sort of partner you want, what should he be like or she be like, what are your values? Do you have common values, or do you have conflicting values? And that'll be something that you both will need to work on. So tonight I will be focusing on discovering your heart traits or qualities that will make you happy, give you fulfillment in your relationship. So as I said, this is relevant and applicable to anyone who wants to have love and happiness in their lives. So either you are in a relationship or want to be in a relationship with a partner or with a sibling or your children or your girlfriends, it applies to everyone. So before we begin, I hope that you've got your journal and a pen. If not, it's okay. You can see this video later on and you can do this exercise in your time. So before we begin, I'd like you to sit very comfortably in your chair, if you're seated, and take a nice, slow, deep breath. So breathe through your nose and breathe out through your mouth. So it's all about relaxing right into your body. So I want you to bring your conscious awareness or your consciousness to a place around your heart. And I want you to imagine that you are breathing in and out through your heart. So if you want, you can close your eyes and you can imagine that you are in the center of your heart and you're breathing through your heart, taking a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Very good. So imagine you are seated in the center of your heart, and you are either seated in on a cushion on the floor, or you are in your chair, or you are tucked up in bed under a warm doona, or you are seated anywhere that you are comfortable. I just want you to feel really comfortable in the center of your heart. Now, I want you to remember a time in the past where you experienced deep love. It could be, as I said, with a relationship you had, or with a relationship you're already in, or your relationship with your friends in the past, with your children, with your siblings, anyone. I want you to experience that deep love right now. What does it feel like? Now let me say and remind you that this feeling of love is a feminine energy. So we want to tap into this deep love, the deep feminine energy of love in our heart, in our body. So allow yourself to re-experience that, the feeling of love that's happening right now. So I'll give you a moment to imagine a time in the past and bring that experience right now to the present. So as you reliving that experience of love, just know that you can manifest that love anytime, because it's already within you. You are an embodiment of love already, and it emanates from your heart. Take another deep breath and really, really feel what it's like. What is it like? So now I want you to imagine your higher self in front of you. Now I call my higher self my goddess. So I'd like to imagine a goddess in front of me. You can imagine anyone that you know of, either a goddess in a Hindu religion, or a goddess that you're familiar with from another religion. Anyone who you believe is your higher self. It can be an image of your beautiful self, a radiant self. So I want you to imagine this goddess, this person, this higher self in front of you. You can also have someone you refer to as the wise woman within you. So what are we going to do now? So we're going to ask this higher self, your higher self, the wise woman, the goddess, a few questions. So the first one is, what is the most loving belief I can accept about myself? So if you've got a pen and paper, your journal, you can write whatever comes up, whatever the wise woman or the goddess is conversing to you. Make a note, write it down. What is the most loving belief I can accept about myself? Now, it can be something that I'm a generous person. It can be I'm a forgiving person. It can be I love my children. I'm a compassionate, caring, nurturing mother. It can be you're a true friend to someone. So these are beliefs about ourselves that we hold, but I want you to be conscious of that. So through your conversation with your higher self, with your goddess or the wise woman, write down what you believe about yourself, a loving belief that you can accept right now, right here. So please write that down. Next, we're going to ask the goddess or the wise woman or your higher self, what is the belief or the fear I need to let go for someone to love me? Now, when we have fear within us, we actually are blocking to receive and give love, because fear is the opposite of love. So we are not in the state or the essence of love if we have fear within us. So we need to let go of that fear so that we can allow people to love us. So it could be also a limiting belief or a negative belief that I'm not worthy of love. I haven't been loved before, and hence my relationship broke off. So I'm not really worthy of love. Or if you are in a relationship now and it's not a loving relationship, you probably believe that love is not possible for you. And there could be times of anxiety that you want to have love in your relationship, but it's not going to happen. So we want to let go of that. We want to ask the goddess who's in front of us, or the wise woman, or your higher self, to help you let go of that belief or the fear. So write down what is that you believe about yourself, or the fear that you may be holding that you need to let go of, so that you can receive love and you can give love. So the next question is, what do you want to feel when you are with someone that you want to love? What sort of feelings do you want to experience with, as I said, with your friends, with your children, with your siblings, with your, your partner? What sort of feelings do you want to experience? Write them down. Is it a feeling of certainty that you are safe with the person you have this relationship with? You have a feeling of mutual trust and respect. It's a feeling of closeness, could be freedom to be yourself. What sort of feelings do you want to experience? Or is it that lovey-dovey feeling you want to experience with your beloved? That you can snuggle up with your child. If you've got a little son or daughter, you want to really snuggle up and hug, and you want that warmth feeling. That's sort of a love we want to experience. So what's coming up for you? I want you to write it down. So when you write these things down in a journal, and when you read it later on, it's actually reinforcing what you want to have in life. It's like bringing them into your conscious awareness. So it's always good to write in journals. Now, as you ask these questions of the goddess or the wise woman, ask her to show you some images. So as I said just now, that you want to cuddle up with your little daughter or son, on the couch watching a cartoon, that is an image I want you to ask the wise woman, the goddess, or your higher self to show you. I would like to have an image where I'm having a romantic dinner with my husband, or that we are tucked up in bed and watching a movie on Netflix. What are the images we want to see right now, and anchor them in our subconscious? So write them down, make a note. So basically, what are these images going to look like to you? What are they going to feel like to you? What are you going to see, basically? So if you're visual, you want to see that, you're probably, cooking dinner together, and there's a lot more fun. Somebody's chopping the veggies, somebody's, putting the stove on and the pots on the stove, and we're putting the ingredients together. Or cooking can be so much fun. It can be a loving time, a nurturing time. So what are the images can you see now that you like to have in your life, if it's not happening right now, or it has not happened in the past? So these are images and experiences all about love and fun and happiness and nurturing and quality time. So how are we going? Now I want you to look into the eyes of this wise woman in front of you. I want you to look into the eyes of the goddess that's in front of you. Right into her big, beautiful, bright eyes. And thank her for guiding you and assisting you in this moment of your need. And also sharing her wisdom, opening your mind and your heart, and allowing you to see that you can manifest the love that you want, because it's already there within you. And then let the wise woman, the goddess, or your higher self disappear. Now I want you to put your hand on your heart and take a couple of deep breaths and feel the love that's there. Love that is there for you, and love that you can share with others. You are the embodiment of love. You are the divine feminine energy, which is love. Okay, let's move on. So I'm gonna do a future pace, which means I want you to go forward into the future to a time that hasn't happened yet. So we're gonna imagine, okay? So say for example, it's 6 months into the future. So I want you to imagine a time in the future where you could be with your loved one. For me, I'm going to imagine Sunday morning. It's a sleeping day, so I am still in bed, and I can feel the softness of my bed sheets, and really feel me snuggling into under the bed sheets, and the softness of my pillow. So I want to feel that in the body, really feel it. So I'm still in bed, and right now it being winter, it's really cold. So, it's warm. I've got my electric blanket on just to keep me a little bit warm before I get out of bed. But right now, I'm feeling the softness of my bed sheets and my doona and my pillow, and I feel really nice and loved and yummy. And I just turn around and I see my husband is sleeping next to me. And I smile to myself that this is a beautiful moment. Now, even though it's happening in the future, as I said, you're experiencing it right now. So that's my example. Think of yours. A moment, a time in the future, 6 months from now. Imagine, where are you in the moment of feeling loved, cherished, beautiful, content, and safe. So as I said, you are in the moment right now, even though it's an imagination of the future. Now there's another question I'm going to pose to you. What were the feelings that you just felt? I named a few. And which were the most important to you? So it's actually like igniting the feelings, which is the divine feminine energy that we women so easily and quickly forget and disconnect from. So what were the feelings that you're experiencing right now, and which ones were the most important? Was it a feeling of feeling safe or comfortable? You know, as I'm in bed, I'm feeling comfortable, I'm feeling warmth, I'm feeling safe, secure, I feel loved. So those are the feelings that I experienced, and those are the important feelings for me. And remember, you can always go back to those feelings because they are already in you. Now you can close your eyes if you want, but place your hand on your heart. And let's feel those feelings of love and contentment and warmth and nurturing. If you're a mother, those nurturing motherly feeling for your child or your siblings, your sister, your friend, a close dear friend, or even your pet. You know, if you have pets, you like to have this cuddly, warm feeling. So as you place your hand on your heart, feel those feelings there, deep within you. And thank your higher self, the God and the goddesses, for giving you this opportunity, this body, this mind, this soul, to experience the most important of all feelings or needs as a human, as a woman, as a person, is love. Now, love is a universal thing. As I said, everybody wants love and wants to be loved. And knowing that we all are connected through this love, or can be connected through this love, whoever's in your life is already connected with you. And knowing that you're already part of something greater than all of us. So letting go of those fears and the beliefs and allowing your heart to open to love and be loved. How are we going, ladies? I hope that has been insightful, and I hope that you'll be able to go back to this moment, wherever you are in future, and experience these moments of love. And when you become this energetically, you're going to be an attraction to others. And this is what Bishop Michael Curry was talking about. You know, Jesus loving us. He was here for us. And, you know, love your neighbors, and love your fellow man, and love your families. We have the capacity and the potential to step up into this profound, magical feeling that unites everyone, which is love. So, ladies, I hope that has been insightful. Please send me your comments or any questions that you may have. I'd be very delighted to know how your experience has been tonight. And in my newsletter on Friday and next week, which will be the next two on this vision for love, I will share with you a few more insightfuls. Very happy that you could make the time to be on this live video tonight. So thank you very much, and bye for now.